단단가도 말랑 그 난지 냥마 그 로지컬라 라와레스 니 저랑 토로 간다지 지소.
So this morning we talk about the history of the Nyingma. So what you had, what kind of feeling you had?
What kind of feeling?
Yeah, what do you felt? Do you have any questions?
Feeling.
I have a question, not from the Nyingma part, but from the previous introduction from Rinpoche, explaining the disputes between the schools from the very beginning of Tibetan schools, but he stopped at a certain point. He talked about Dharma wars, but he didn't address if there are any Dharma wars now in Tibet. He didn't address. I would like to
Dharma wars?
He was speaking about the conflicts
between schools in the past.
Yeah.
But I would like to know whether there are any conflicts right now, which Rinpoche didn't address.
He didn't say it.
Yeah, to be honest, whether I would like to ask is Dorje Shukden is this the Dharma war?
Okay. So, Sichin Ramjam. You saw the Sichin? No, Marty. But you said somebody talk about the Dharma history. You said is a.
Rinpoche talked about small conflicts.
He was talking
okay.
in the morning about the different conflicts that came.
So he said none of these are Dharma wars.
Really?
No, only small Tibetan people clashing from school to school,
Really?
to school, no problem.
Yes.
But I'm asking whether the Dorje Shukden, is it a Dharma war or not?
So 때랑 체크 손노데다 때가 출력 나한테 때문에 용용의 말에 체크 손거다다 당상 출력 그때 나한테 요는 에레스 했다가 후된테 노다는 단지 녀단다 출력 나한테 에레다
당상 그 아니선데 당상 그 상마 그 하고 가지고. 또 인디가도 당상 그 짐지마 상마 그 짐지 찍고 가지고 그래도 그. 들라지기.
The matters what have now is obvious for everybody, and if it's not obvious, people can search right now.
아니 당상 그 낭트거리 되나 낭트거리. 특파 말이 남간 스강요 말이. 옛날양 지름부치 그 담바이 멍그 차니 지름부치 디스카블라 단다 그 돌지르지 그 강 총용요 말이.
So if you think this is a conflict or this is a fighting, then is yes. Nobody say it's not. But is this something to do with Dharma, and particularly with Jetsongkhapa's Dharma? And during his time, there is no such thing like this Shukden.
Tani perna gelibinang loni tanda dorjer ke nyodan gelibinang lola di shongda yoris.
This conflict is within the Gelugpa tradition.
Yenang de konto gu chonga de so da wo de tanda gu jirmuchi songbum jiapsi somgun nang lola tanda songbum nang na tani dorjer de ji tsikchi yo ma.
So the treasures from the Jitsongkhapa and the best disciples, 3 of the texts or anywhere you cannot find even one word about a Dorje. Dorje means the Shukden.
Shukden yo ma.
Yeah.
Dayin bi jimsang ge ta perna mayin ba di yingo di da di jamba atik na o jab da di tsara yong ji yin ke ta perna ngana to nangba mayin ba ji nangba yingo di na atik ja yong na de changma ge parti de kili yo ji mari.
So therefore if somebody persisted to something even is not, they say yes, then this is nobody agree with.
제당 그 돌제 다오 돌제 금칸 거랑소 다오시게 나 거랑소 그 따르부 간리지나 또 거랑소 모바리 제가 기껏 찍고 그래서 인당 거랑투 랑릭도 지름보치 랑릭 인당만 지름보치 송범 상마다 왕보 요아리 예담비 삼바 남다가 예면 때라 왕보 요아리 때라 소바시가 요마리 티숨지사가 제담비 요마리.
In general, whatever the Shugden organization and the members, whatever their point of view and what we have to respect. But is this according to the Tsongkhapa and the best disciples? Then is so obvious. There's no one words you can find from the teachings.
옛날에 그 돌제라 강양 못다미 돌제 땡양 마뉴 돈양 마뉴 강양 마뉴 옛날 지름 부지 송럽는 다시를 잡는.
So therefore, if myself, I respect and have no error with Dorje practitioners, the student practitioners. But for myself, I never prayed anything. But I know the teachings of the Tsongkhapas.
Tsongkhapa 그 까리지나 단송 그 나로라 직딩 비한데 인조 초고요 말이.
So the Tsongkhapas, Dharma protectors, not a lot worldly protectors.
파운카와 그 흥원라 따다 그 공수로 라만 줘봐 그 초장다 온다 찍는 로라 돌제 그 따다 그 아예 직뒤용 간지요 말이. geling나로.
파운 그는나.
어.
Okay. So the Geshe Pawanka before Gelugpa, there is even no single find like that kind of protector in even all the tankas, or you cannot find it, impossible. So therefore, this is something new. So nowadays, create many other new religions. So the people have rights to create anything new as they wish. Also, we have to respect what they do. But something is not, then is say yes. Is anybody not agree according to Dharma and according to worldly? So, for instance, somebody wearing Buddhist robes and say, "I'm a Muslim," and do that, then the old Muslim going to protest. So if we are in Buddhist robes and then you have statues of Buddha, and then say, "I'm the Muslim person, but I'm not agreeing the Muslim rules," and then nobody agrees. So if some Muslim wearing this Muslim hat, and then you have long beard, and then holding this and pray Allah, and then say, "I'm a Buddhist," like that, if that kind of action, maybe Buddhists not protest, but they don't agree inside. So this situation is right now is not is sorted out completely. is just during conflicts. But this conflict we should consider is all Buddhist matters instead thinking is Gelugpa or thinking of the Tibetan Buddhism. So until 1992, myself, I didn't know what it is, the Shudan. So even he taught some people against the Shudan, and he told them when we do in Bhakti's generosity visualization, there is a worldly powerful spirit also is object of compassion and object of offering. So he taught Shudan also must be one of them. So he thought he is the very important guest from the demon groups. So is it possible in the refugee field? This is a very different issue. So when he given instructions of the Dharma protectors, he only talks about who has referring to the Sutra and Tantra Buddhist teachings. He not going to talk about in particularly some small communities or small locations. The protectors something some kind of spirit or those things. He never instruct them. So it is so usual. Have some people have some prayers, some spirit. Small communities know, and small locations know this kind of. This is not only just Tibetan Buddhism, and this is very usual in Chinese tradition and Thailand and everywhere. This is very usual, but that is not recognized as a real Dharma protector. So similarly, that in Chinese tradition have many different communities or different places. They have this kind of is very usual, but nobody recognizes that is in protector of the Chinese Dharma. Is this answer is suitable in your mind? Satisfactory or not?
No, I'm satisfied with what you Thank you very much.
Okay. You some sense.
Oh yeah. Tantani. Tanda to nyamba dikje ni tagi ndrche jarje na tangbo ma dilam ni tagi diman ndrche jarje.
So do you have any questions, or if not, then he's going to talk. So up to you. Seems no questions.
Just a comment, as a practitioner, I'd rather spend my time and energy on the enlightened ones, the true Dharma, rather than any other things.
So, more the Nyamlin Baji Bichani, to sort Katsus of Tonto to take the Sangizina Ridimara enlightened ones. Kiwatamba, teachers of Sona, Tenyan Samkumatali, Jambi, the Sishan Masamksi.
That Chonong must be Ripatongu, Yahudu.
So you are very clever.
You're very kind.
Karizina, none of the Tama, Tambi Song of Latin goes the only. You Tambi Song of Latin goes, love you and Mato, Council Marshal, Lamkan, Samalan, and you love you, Mari.
So always said we have to listen to the teachings of the noble ones, not saying everybody's. Don't listen. Not saying listen to everybody's opinion.
Namjingan to Tatang Damba, Tumbayan, Tatang Dambayan, Tumbayan Samayimba, Tambayan Samayimba, the Songkan Lama and Samayimba, then Tatang Damba, Tamala Tadi, Yori, the Tatang Damba, Tang Yana, and the Yomonjikuala and Pangi Yori, La Jita Chinkan, the Shinton Pangi Yori. The my indicator to Losi Changja, nobody am in pay amount, Sita Yomari, picture in Danga Manor Valley.
So he said there is measurements saying the valid doctrine, valid teacher, and those things we have to rely on, not rely on so many people's opinions and wrong concepts.
Chudan Chuma in number of JB Shirab Delangana, the Chirab Namji Shirab the Yodo, Yabo Yimba, Dicta Yimba, Gate the Gland of Shinjamal, Tombi, Jondang, Tetum can go, Lamata so, or Namja the Shimkandela, thing that they Shirab Jabba.
So who has wisdom or not measurements is you can make a differentiate what is the real teachings or what is not real teachings.
Oh yeah.
Rinpoche, may I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
In relation to the main doctrines of the Nyingma, where do Terma fit in? And the importance of the Terma teachings within the tradition, if you could speak to that.
Sanjigason tata Nyingma gason rab kanani ti Jean-Luc tata Jean-Luc Zoche nang gat Terma ta kan khol de godres.
Terma de Nyama go Chugu, Tamba Namjana, Kama, Filma, Zamotanang Madam, some day, Ranjikama, Nejima, Zamotanang, Jipadi, that Jibasum,
So the Nyingma doctrine in general, you say long lineage of the sutra and the short lineage of the Terma, and then the pure visionary of the teachings. There are three.
Then the Kwami Johnson, Termi Zirjan, the Piores, Kwamata Stava either the Stava and Jonda Hotelang.
So usually say that the sutras you have to make the foundation and the framework, and then this tantras no, this the termas as like ornaments.
When the Munda was Jigana, Coronzo announced that one Yonsu to what Sanwaga, Leon's to what murder or Gamaris. I got to go Genchaco and don't buy a Bushiga last what some of the Gencha didn't go.
So, for instance, the person is a purple body, purple mind. This person is like a Kama. Kama means this Buddha's teaching. Not only sutra, it's the sutra and tantra from the Buddha. Is that? So then terma is the more is part of this like I think more ornaments or more extra you have to think of extra, not think of the whole body. So in general, Nyingma is very, very big. It's not small. So the many aspects of Nyingma is very big and complex. So if the point of view from the particularly Nyingma's point of view, that all Buddha's teachings they can say is Nyingma. So in general, we accept that Buddha's 3 times counseling. They performed 3 times counsel, and these ones all in generally believe that everybody they remember in Buddha's teachings, not something written. So if that case, and then is like a similar Nyingma. So Nyingma meaning is for a while is Buddha taught, but and for a while is not visible, and later on become clear. So the words of Nyingma means is limitless treasure. Yeah. For instance, the treasures of the king. So regardless the kids' treasure have everything or not, but we have that concept, have everything in the treasure. So everybody is, without any arguments, the Buddha's teaching is the Vinaya. Even Vinayas, later on you written on the text, is not from the beginning. So that means the arahats, they remembering everything and in their mind, which means not visible for our sight. So that's why they later come on. So as same as all the Hinayana, Mahayana, and all the teachings is a very similar way. Inner way is very similar. So if he himself, Nyingma is very, very imagined matter.
It seems like most of the practice lineages that people engage with nowadays, at least in the West, I'm not sure, are coming through Nyingma traditions. Almost all seem. Is this true? Are they mostly, or are there like?
You mean the people who teach in the West? You mean from the Nyingma?
The Nyingma practice traditions that I'm aware of.
Yes.
Most of them, I would say, are coming from Nyingma.
Yes.
Nyingma cycles.
Okay.
Is this true? Or are there more?
그런 그 하고속 그 Nyingma 그다가 chosen 요거는 자기 냠내고 줘라 다 그렇게 희속거라 실기라 또 망치와 덕들 마찬가지로 있는 다들이 다 옛날에
지지나 저런 그 tong to the dimba lao ji des.
So maybe what you see is could be true.
Kare dina shiloni jia chenpo ji mo changma dang dila sawo yin di ta so jia chenpo du yang tab ge yo ma des.
So from our side, Tibet, everybody is too busy, so they don't really study entire Buddhism, Tibet and the Nyingma Buddhism.
Tani torma tirma changma ge choka da tab de won da wo dang ku de won da wo dang chong chong da na yo des.
So in general, the termas always the rituals or those things short and something easy, and so. So those rituals and the practices is special. Seems look like these, especially designed to the busy people. So also the termas all contained everything. So Buddha, the Pamasamba himself said, everything is in the terma, and except dead dog. Also, there's many of termas inside. You have many things for success, for wealth, and for many worldly concerns, methods in there. So nowadays people need this lot. So then, what does the people needs? According to needs, then terma is maybe very suitable for nowadays. So many people believe that terma is very effective, and as they believe, also is reality. So the Kagye's great scholar Jamgon Kongtrul said that. So he said that terma is all the Buddha's teachings collect and like Peter's instructions. So that's why it's effective to practice.
양나 뜸들지기 인바인나 양나 ngoftu kan taso 식진 되어 있나 양나 코랑 속은 냠린지는 그 뜸리라고 정해 있나 그건 하고 미 그러나 타한다고 지금 뜰마게 줄걸 시었나 냠칸 배만 보용 거리 가마게 줄걸라 대담 양도 말이지.
So for instance in Taiwan, if he teaches terma, many people listen, and if you teach not terma, not many people listen. So he doesn't know why, but could be what they educated in the past, or how educated, or really their experience or the practice is make differences of benefit or not. So could be one possibility that the terma is short, so they cannot study. So the Buddha's, in general, Buddha's teachings is very big and extensive, so that's why people cannot study in short time, such short time. So that's why maybe they grew up in termas. So also many people's feedback is the terma, I had a good experience, or I had this very success through this practice, the worldly concerns, or something like that. There's many reporters he experienced.
Zambo Langa, Tanaka Pojin Nantanga Nanglola, these Tamago, the Chenpo di Pantoyo, do something, Loma Koransu Moni, Tunkurtang, Ngurbuchi, the Chalago.
In general, if you look at in the whole Buddhist in the world, and the most effective thing, something to do with Guru Rinpoche and Kalachara.
Apena ngomala namba mayimba yinanda, Guru Rinpoche Tankanda or Tandala Teni Tora Shong Song Dao. Yang Guru Rinpoche Naganon Sala Sonda, the Koranto Torachini, Jiman Namba Jigi and the Dao.
So there is many non-Buddhist people or non-believers. They have some feelings about Guru Rinpoche's image, and that's why they enter in Buddhism, or those kind of things happens. So I investigated a few places. So the population of the organizations or the population of people I investigate. So also I investigated how many people buy which tanka or which image they buy more.
Tani penna ming da pa tang jagni sangji nan da jang ju sen hua yin nan da zhao yi gong la tang jagni mang da ju tang jagni ta penna dikja de la biagna penna ngren bu chi la dikja de la biagna tam kan ka chu du ti ta la tor no jing kan chu du yamba de ga sangji shang ju sen hua la ngam ba la biagna ta tor no jing kan chu du to ba ji na pa ji tam kan dang yo ma de ngam ba ji na tor no jing kan chu du ti sho ga ngam su tam yo.
So if you criticize it in online, like Guru Rinpoche or another Bodhisattva or something, if you criticize it, then how many people pay attention to that? That's also you can research what make differences. If we praise it, nobody really cares. But if you criticize it, then people pay attention. So he researched it in that way as well.
Tanda jiong di kabla penna tanda ke chutok chong chong yin nang da kang sa gerwa ke chokwa yin nang da tanda ke chutok nyong nyong ngana to chutok nang ke sikjin jia chenpo min nang ma dang mang shu de tanda penna ngren bo je ta ba jing men cha da yo de.
So if through these researches there's a lot of people have cares about the Guru Rinpoche, and regardless how small dharma centers or big dharma centers or the particular populations, how many or a little, you just how much people care about the Guru Rinpoche is the most. So Guru Rinpoche is very relevant with Dharma. Not only that, even he researched with Nepal, who make the statues, and he researched with them how many people care which image. So not only this, even Chendu, in China, the Chendu, the factories who made the images, also which image they make the most. In Taiwan, also many shops of the selling the Buddha images. In 20 shops, they researched. Three images very selling very well. So number one, Guru Rinpoche. So Tara is the second. So Awalokiteshvara the third. everyone claims follower of Buddha Shakyamuni, but they forgot Buddha Shakyamuni.
janaka chilgna la tanda de
Chinese Buddhism also this.
penna chandi antangbu la tang pe kenda che na chongchong na antangbu de de yo le
So the Chinese coin, the number one.
obame ani ba de cha da yo le
So the Buddha Amitabha is second.
sai nyang bo ang sam ba cha da yo le
So the Jiti Garba, the Buddha of earth, the Bodhisattva.
tani tomba cha ja da ba phar ji gumba chembu tu na kenda chembu le tam de ma to sida kong nga so jam ni jik da yo se nga so na
The Buddha Shakyamuni only have a big monastery, have only one big image. That's it. No more. Maybe rest in somewhere.
tani ta ne ji to na la thun ga de na thun mang bo kang yin dang ta ben na thangka park yo pa Lord ji da je chembu ngar mo je yo ma de yin na nyang nyong an da ta da park yo an da da ngo su yo kan da da ta da la te na yang ngar mo chi an tang bo jin na ta la de yo
Even instructions and writings and like some more introductions of orthography or those things also Guru Rinpoche, even Guru Rinpoche doesn't have a lot of these long instructions people written, but again he's number one.
갑지가 태원 그 단다가 왕루상 단다 있나 리강이 단거를 못지 라 소란님 kan 있는다 어둠 kan 있는다 단다 가초요디 있다요.
One time people researched using some method and on internet how many people pray the Bama Sangpa Guru Rinpoche.
나토라 거를 못지 좀니 야고 청송된 건 천이라도 정요.
So I had very good success with practicing Guru Rinpoche, saying that people is more than 20,000.
단다지디 나라서 나 망보지 그거니 파스타셰 당용디 갑라 지금 때마다 름침보라 름침보요들라 짐든디도 용기와다 삼성이도.
So if this with all these many points of views investigation seems like the Dharma is more successful result.
뭐가도 쳔보지 그 그런 그 닝쿠르도 상마 파천도 비요리 떠나오신 건 거를 뭐지 그 식진라 때문에 그때마다 망보지 거를 뭐지 그 식진 그 단다 그 잡장도 놓사리.
So if some influential person through this many times you can popular. Similarly, through the Guru Rinpoche, maybe the Dharma is become more popular.
So, in the Dharma, what view does Guru Rinpoche present? In the Dharma, what view does Guru Rinpoche present?
What Guru Rinpoche's view about Dharma?
That he presents in the Dharma. What is the philosophy? What is the view presented in Dharma? What's the actual teaching?
就是通过伏藏，莲花生大师他想表达什么样的观点？
他这当个也是个人不去可能个龙灯着急呢。地图啦，地根的啦，穷的那这个年龄今年胖个的，地根的啦，咱们浪几万的那，才学诺的啦，学诺经济的浪的那几万多个的，咱们经济sem jalan的那几万多个的的，这真着急的，忙不就写下来了。
So Guru Rinpoche presented many predictions what will happen in the future and the world.
这他妈地上了，个人不去弄灯了，刚学有把这个年龄的时候忙起就对面上了用的。
So the Buddha's the teachings, the methods, according to the predictions, the most of them is in Dharma.
韩国人不去逻辑马上他们掐松，像那跟他来这几年这个。
So now I have to talk about biography of the Guru Rinpoche because you squeeze me on this situation.
I was more trying to keep it on the topic, but that's okay.
Out of topic.
Because only have 45 minutes.
Rinpoche 그 지금 간 체주도 가는 데나 rinpoche 홍나 롱탄 망보요래.
So the most important Guru Rinpoche's teaching is the predictions.
롱탄 참마 dom나 파티 보도 저 하지 요새.
Or his collections of his predictions together, maybe 4 volumes of the the text.
디라브리라 bên 디 롱탄 참마도 니 대상스마 고고.
This all he divides in 3 categories.
담바 쭉 롱탄지요래.
There's predictions in general Dharma.
상지 담비 어니상도 간다간다 착해요. 띠 거래.
So about Dharma is how will be and what is the lifespan, so forth.
디나로란 담는 쭉 이제 와요. 라피요래.
Inside there is predictions of the world, of what changes will be.
아니 포파 그 구스 다 보일라는 그 롱탄지요래.
Particularly the predictions given to the Tibetans.
가리데나 엄마만 제주야 요 펀칸도 참마도 포파 장상.
Because who is requested the student, the Tibetans.
그 엄마도 소라 구스 나와 그 롱탄지요래.
And then there is particularly individuals he given some predictions.
담바 지금 어떤 거 나오고 담는 그쇼 강당 강설한 지런 로야 당 답이나 보그 사체가 타니 그 답이나 야가당 자나라 소발라 지로 간다 로야라 소 티코르라 롱탄이오리.
So he has in general involved, but more like close to Tibet, like India and China, those things will happen.
그 상지지 담바 답이나 둥코르라 소바나나 샹니 샹 때려요 되다 샹니 샹데 찌르다 달위 쓰리 10차나 오다라 요 말이 그런 뭐지 10차지니 강상 다다지 좀 그린데 닌데라 바르페크리 비다디 데라 10차나 오던니 송자요.
According to Kalachakra, said the Dharma go to north, but didn't say much details. But Guru Rinpoche told more details, who is when, how. So Guru Rinpoche is one disciple of the Pantrarika of the Shambhala king. So some agraphies says that. So even Guru